So included in the Auditor-General's report, Kimi Makwetu said that the outcomes of 63 municipalities of those audited for the 2017-2018 financial year had regressed, while only 22 improved, and irregular expenditure at 25 billion rand. So Buhle Ngqabayi, who is the project manager of Municipal Audit Support at the South African Local Government Association, SALGA, joins us on the line now. Buhle, thank you very much for your time this evening. This is certainly of great concern for you.
Thank you, Griselda. Yeah, it's something that is definitely of great concern. We as SALGA look at these outcomes as a serious setback in terms of the objective, which is to achieve a functional local government that's based on clean governance and good financial management. It's something that, yes, we are very, very concerned about.
Look, I've been looking back, and obviously, SALGA has the Municipal Audit Support program in place. Why does it seem that it's not helping as, clean governance and financial accountability continue to regress?
Griselda, the issue of clean governance, so the Municipal Audit Support Program is a program that's there in order to assist municipalities, right, that need assistance in various areas, but it does not detract from the fact that governance, by its very nature, is something that is set at the top. Municipalities, the leadership of municipalities need to take responsibility and accountability for making sure that there is clean governance in the municipalities. The influencing of governance and good financial management is something that cannot really be achieved from outside. So organizations like SALGA, and SALGA is not the only one in that space, but organizations can only lend assistance where the leadership of the municipality takes on the mantle and really sets the tone at the top in order to achieve that.
Buhle, I'll get to the management of these municipalities very shortly, but of particular concern, it also seems, in a statement that you released a bit earlier on today, you're saying that there is concern and it seems that there's the highest level of non-compliance with regard to key government legislation. What could be the reason for this particular kind of behavior?
I think, Griselda, this is something that's been building up over a period of time, and so the picture that we see now is something that has developed over a period of time where there tends to be a culture of non-compliance. You'll remember that in the AG's report, the Auditor-General also highlighted that in a lot of municipalities there seems to be just a flagrant disregard even for the Auditor-General's recommendations.
Yeah.
And so all these issues link together, that consequence management needs to happen in municipalities in order to drive this whole process of clean governance.
You seem to be a bit a step ahead of me there, Buhle. I'll talk about consequence management a bit later, but what seems to be the problem? Is it unqualified individuals at the helm of these municipalities or in these key areas, or is it cater deployment? People who simply don't know how to do the job.
I think it's a mixture of factors, Griselda. So obviously we are aware that there's the issue of the use of consultants, which then perhaps reflects the fact that in a lot of instances, people that are employed at municipalities might not necessarily be qualified. But I think of more critical importance, again, coming back to exactly what I'd said before, that the main issue is that leadership needs to drive that culture.
So who should be responsible then for leadership? We'll talk about consequence management, and surely it's something that should have happened already by now, because the trend that we continue to see is these municipalities performing in this manner. It has a direct impact on service delivery. Why then does it continue? We keep talking about leadership should be blamed, those at the helm of these institutions. Many argue that they simply don't know how to do the job, and cater deployment could be one of the main reasons why you see this time and time again.
It's a difficult one. I would not want to go and give an all-encompassing statement on issues of cadre deployment, because remember that for all municipalities, the leadership is affected in the same way. And so then we could then have the same argument to say that if the issue is cadre deployment in municipalities where things are working well, is it still down to cadre deployment? I think that the issue goes beyond that. It really does come down to the establishment of a culture by the leadership in the municipality.
All right. So consequence management, why hasn't that happened yet? Obviously, if you've got a municipality that's been performing poorly time and time again, and with all the interventions that have been put in place, that does not seem to be working.
That's true. That certainly the picture would suggest that. But again, on issues of consequence management, there are a number of factors that influence this. One, you've got to have a functioning council in order for you to be able to implement consequence management. So one of the issues that municipalities have is the lack of stability, political stability. You find that in a lot of municipalities, council keeps changing. So you've got new people coming in all the time. They need to be retrained from scratch, and it becomes a problematic thing. You'll see that the AG indicated that in municipalities where there's political stability, they've actually managed to find good results there. And so it is one of the things that we really need to look at within the local government space, is ensuring that there is some level of continuity management, so that even when new people come in, they are able to quickly get on the ball and move with what they are supposed to do.
All right, I don't think it would be fair to go into political instability with you, but of course, how much of these challenges are owed or are as a result of, for example, debt that is owed to municipalities, which we know runs into billions?
The debt that is owed to municipalities is definitely a big issue, because it obviously affects the ability of municipalities to fulfill their own commitments. But the issue of intergovernmental debt is something that COGTA and National Treasury, together with SALGA, is engaging on and trying to find solutions. But it is definitely a significant factor in influencing how things are happening in the municipality.
All right, I'm afraid that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. That was Buhle Ngqabayi, who is the Project Manager, Municipal Audit Support at the South African Local Government Association, chatting to us about the Auditor-General's report.